Hello friends, myself Pramod Phatak, Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry, late Pushpa Devi Patil, Arts and Science College, Risoo. Here we have continuously seen your unit second and from unit second part A, that is crystal field theory. From last lecture or in last lecture we have seen the crystal field splitting in an octahedral field and discuss this del octahedral value of and their splitting T2G in and EG. Okay, and discuss the orbitals of EG and T2G. In octahedral complexes, the ligand approach along the axis. The d orbitals where electron density is oriented along the axis, that is dx square minus y square and dz square, are repelled much more by the ligands, while the orbitals dxy, dxz and dyz having a electron density oriented in between the axis as repelled lesser by the ligands. This is your Eg orbitals and this is T2G orbitals. Okay, two sets of orbitals Eg doubly degenerate set and T2G doubly and triply degenerate are formed due to repulsion between metals and ligand orbitals. Okay, crystal field splitting in distorted octahedral complex. Now next point we have seen the crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. Okay, now we are going to see the crystal field splitting in distorted octahedral complexes. In this type of complexes, the distance of the two ligands on z axis is increased by the moving these ligands away from the central metal ion. Okay, what is the difference between octahedral and distorted octahedral? Is the two ligands on z axis is increased by moving these ligands away from the central metal ion. Okay, therefore the d orbitals having z components, namely dz square, dyz and dxz, experience less repulsion from the ligands than they do in an octahedral geometry. The other two orbitals, namely dxy and dx square minus y square, experience a relatively greater repulsion from the ligands than they do in an octahedral environment. As a result, the energy of the orbitals experiencing greater repulsion increases, whereas the energy of the orbital experiencing lesser repulsion decreases. The dxz and dyz orbitals are degenerated. Thus, under the influence of ligands, in a tetragonal complex, the order of increasing energy of various orbitals is dxz is equal to dyz is lesser than dxy is lesser than dz square and is lesser than dx square minus y square, means highest energy orbital is dx square minus y square, then dz square, then dxy, and both are these dyz and dxz having a equal energy. Okay, this splitting of d orbitals in distorted octahedral field is seen in this picture or in this diagram. We have also seen the octahedral splitting, and here is the distorted octahedral, or nothing but we can say the tetragonal. Here is your d orbital isolated atom in his ground state, then he is when provides the energy, this orbital is splitting into this type of crystal field splitting in tetragonal field. Okay, this dyz and dzx having a equal energy, then from this is from this, the higher one is the dxy, then higher one is the dz square, and the most one is the dx square minus y square. So difference between these two means octahedral and distorted octahedral is, you have seen in octahedral field these three these three d orbitals dxy, dyz and dxz or dzx are in same energy level, means dx square dxy is equal to dyz is equal to dxz or dzx. These three are in equal, and in that octahedral we have name this one the T2g orbital. Also likewise the same in octahedral splitting, this dz square and dx square minus y square having in a same energy level, and we have named it a eg orbitals. But in this tetragonal splitting or distorted octahedral splitting, these two means dxy and dx square minus y square is at higher energy level as compared to this z factor, because this z factor in last sentence we have seen the this repulsion, d orbitals having z components namely dz square dyz and dxz experience a less repulsion from the ligands than do in octahedral geometry. So that's why this is having a less energy as compared to octahedral field. So the sequence of these energy levels is likewise this dxz is equal to dyz is less than dxy is less than dz square is less than dx square minus y square. Okay, this is the crystal field splitting in distorted octahedral field. Now we have seen the two types of crystal field splitting. One is the octahedral field and second one is the distorted octahedral field, or nothing but we can say a tetragonal field. Now we move towards the next splitting, that is the crystal field splitting in square planar complexes. Okay, these we have seen in different geometrical or different geometries. You know very well the geometries of various compounds. So we have to discuss the splitting of these d orbitals in various geometries. Now, the square planar complexes. Square planar complex is extreme case of tetragonal complex. Okay, we have lastly seen the tetragonal complex. So this square planar is also extreme case of tetragonal complex. In this case, it is assumed that due to gradual removal of two axial ligands, the geometry changes to tetragonal as described in tetragonal complex above, and due to further elongation along z-axis, the energy of dz square further decreases while the energy of dxy further increases. So the sequence of energy becomes like this. Okay, you have seen the less repulsion in last the tetragonal complex or splitting, the less repulsion around the z axis. So their energies are less. In this case, in square planar, it also decreases. Z factor also decreases. So this dz square is come under this dxy, and this dxy is further increases. So here is the sequence dxz is equal to dyz is less than dz square is less than dxy and is less than dx square minus y square. Okay, we have we have to see this in the figure. Okay, here is the splitting figure. this d orbital of isolated atom or ion, when it having energy, it split into different orbitals. So this is the splitting of this square planar field. Okay, here is dxy. In last, this one is here, but now dxy is goes increasing due to the increase in his energy or decrease in this dz square energy. So this dz square comes lower side and dxy energy get increases. So here is the this dyz and dxz having a same energy, then little bit more energy to dz square, and then some higher energy to dxy, and the most one is the dx square minus y square. So today we have seen the two types of crystal field splitting, and in last lecture we have seen the octahedral crystal field splitting. Then today we have seen the distorted octahedral, or nothing but the tetragonal, and now the square planar. Okay, now we have stop here. They later on discuss in next lecture. Thank you.